Like deodorant is important.
Yes,
like
you got to have that.
And I'm thankful to say that, I think most people do practice good hygiene, but it shouldn't. At a certain age, I stopped having to tell my kids. So I'm definitely not going to be telling my partner what they need to do as far as personal hygiene goes.
11:32 p.m. You're on my mind.
It's Bryant and Sandy back again.
Back again.
It's been a while since we've done this, hasn't it?
It has. I forgot we didn't do this last week.
Yeah. That's probably wise, because between all the production and oh my God.
Oh, you had some issues.
Oh boy,
we're still in the learning phase of everything here. We still technically don't have a name for the show. We don't even know what we are right now.
Build it while you fly it.
Yeah.
That is my motto.
Yeah. We the whole build it as you go, drink it as it comes. We can make a bunch of analogies about that. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's gonna present itself. Whatever it's supposed to be is gonna present itself.
Well, how do you like the little layout? Because I'm still building it while we fly it.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm very impressed because one, you, not that it was messy before, it wasn't messy, but you've reorganized and there's more counter space, which is amazing. I didn't notice that there wasn't counter space the last time, but now I notice there's more counter space. And this ambiance with the candles and presentation is big for me. Presentation, every time I come over here, gets just a little better and a little better and a little better.
Wait till you see when I get the different. I'm gonna upgrade with the cameras, and I have a lot more tricks.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'm excited because you keep such a nice place.
Thank you. That's a big deal for me.
Because I'll be honest, I've been to some dude places, and when I say they're dude places, you walk in and it just, one, it smells.
Right.
Two, it is just, and no offense, guys, but sometimes there's just not a lot of, mix of the soft touch as well as the just super masculine everything. But you've got, and it doesn't even have to be a girly anything. You've got masculine curtains. You've got the great lighting, and then you've got your radio stuff. Like the radio picture, I love because, of course, that's nostalgic for us.
Yeah, it has Charlene.
It's two girls and a mic with Bryant with the big microphone, which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. And then, over here is your Corvette. We all know, I know, and anybody that knows you,
knows
that the Corvettes are big in the Corvette life. So you've got all of that, and you've got the lighting is perfect. I'm just very proud of you, my friend. Very proud of you.
That's a big deal. We need to do a show where, and I would like to do a show to talk about with guys in their place. Because the one thing I will give this tidbit of information. The one thing that you definitely, if you're a guy, want to do is have a clean bathroom.
Oh my gosh. I can't express that enough. Absolutely. So
as a woman, tell me.
I'm just going to tell you right now. We snoop. We snoop. But if you make it to where we don't have to snoop, we won't snoop. If I walk in your bathroom and it is cluttered and gross and there's pee on the toilet and the lid's up and there's toothpaste in the sink and I'm not plundering because.
What about toothpaste on the mirror? You seen that?
Yeah. It happens. If it's the first date, just don't even let her go in your bathroom. Just let her go in the spare bathroom if it's presentable. But your whole house, it's not just I wasn't even nervous about going in your bathroom. I already knew your bathroom was going to be tip top clean.
That's a compliment.
Because when you walk in, it smells nice in here. You have amazing taste, and then you're always cooking up this amazing food.
Well, one of the things that and I've always had this mindset, your place should be like Austin Powers. it should be Disneyland to any guests that you have. It should be. It should be where, you don't want her to come in. And I always say this, guys, you should make a rule for her to not have her shoes on. But most guys cannot do that because there'll be Dorito chips and Fruit Loops, and she'll be stepping on, the cat, and and it smells like the cat,
kitty litter,
litter, and there's stuff all over the place. And then you got, Roman noodles from college that are in there. Your bathroom and your kitchen need to be like a chick's. It can still be masculine, but it needs to be as clean as a chick's. So first time you came over here, my thing is clean it and clean it again. Why? Because we nasty. You're going to miss something.
Well, your presentation is always amazing, but I think that is such a direct reflection on you as a person. I've known you a long time, but as of recently, like, we've hung out in a work environment, until recently. And I'll be honest, it's a big deal, for me too, when I go to somebody else's house, because I don't want to think about them a different way, because I already decided I'm going to like them.
I didn't think about that. That's right. That's actually pretty true.
There have been instances where, like, I think I know somebody and I hang out with them enough in a certain environment, and then I go to their house and I'm like, who the hell is this person? Like, that has all their dirty underwear on the floor and, all their moldy stuff in the refrigerator. And, it happens.
And the laundry sitting up there in the corner waving at you.
Yes. And like, oh, God forbid if there's rodents anywhere. But, it will make you change your opinion about somebody. But every little layer we peel back on Bryant Corbett, I'm just like, this guy.
Well, that means a lot. That means that all the hard work didn't go into vain. Because, and here, just like, I have 2 bathrooms. You can go to my bathroom and it's as clean as the guest bathroom.
You know what I call that?
What?
You're a grown man.
That's what we call it. We call it grown man. There's levels to this.
Yeah.
There's levels to it.
Yeah, because my 23-year-old son ain't a grown man yet. You ask him and he thinks he's a grown man, but let me just tell you, I love him, but my whole house smells better since he doesn't live with me anymore. And he confined himself. He confined himself basically to his room. But like, literally, when I'd walk in there, I never like fully walked in, because I'm just like, this is his space. I gave up on it a long time ago. The kid just didn't care. He didn't care. I would say he washed his sheets, which was thank God, but a vacuum cleaner to go on, no. Dusting, nope, sorry.
See, that's, and I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that we haven't been taught this. Most fathers don't, and I think just fathers in general, don't teach about cleanliness, or how to properly clean.
Is that a guy thing? Is that a dad role? Is that where that lesson gets hammered in?
My father taught me how to tie a tie. My father taught me how to shine shoes.
Okay.
I didn't have to go to the military and learn, although I think the military is good because they teach you how to groom. Basic stuff. Your father teaches you how to be a man. But I think that some of the grooming or whatever, you have to get it on your own.
Yeah, well, because my nagging didn't do it. Like,
no, we're not going to listen to the mom. He goes in one ear and out the other.
He just looked at me. The minute he grew like an inch above my eye level, the minute that happened, that boy was like, Psh, I don't have to listen to nothing this little woman says. Like, it didn't matter. It
will come into him when the young ladies start coming into his life.
Yeah. Well, he's on that track. He just got his first townhouse. He moves in the 1st of May, and he's moving in with a girlfriend. So,
congratulations to him!
Yes, absolutely.
He's getting ready to get a whole lot of learning.
Oh, life is about to.
A whole lot of learning. But he will not. Katie, you listening? You will be a different man from 1 year today. You will be a totally different man. a year later.
Yeah, let's just circle this date next year and see how that goes. Let's have him on.
April 26th. We really need to have him on,
and we'll see how life has changed for him.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. We could really take this to a whole nother level because we had talked about colognes. You said that a lot of men that you have dated or whatever, men don't wear colognes no more.
No.
And I think that's a very, very, very important part of doing the manly thing. But I take it even a step further. Can't put cologne on if you haven't properly cleansed yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least deodorant.
Gas stink.
No, like deodorant is important.
Yes,
like
you got to have that.
And I'm thankful to say that, I think most people do practice good hygiene, but it shouldn't. At a certain age, I stopped having to tell my kids, so I'm definitely not going to be telling my partner what they need to do as far as personal hygiene goes.
No, look, man, if you taking those King Kong, ish or whatever in there, you need to know that how to properly.
You need to know how to go to the gas station and take a dump.
You got streaks in your underwear. I mean, you need to know how to properly do your business.
Exactly. Why don't we have bidets in this country? The Europeans haven't figured out. Like, they're like all about bidets. I know of a friend, another story, but like a friend of mine, she went to a European country and she was like, I'll never be without a bidet ever in my life again.
Man, let me tell you something. It's all done for you.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like
power wash.
The flip of a switch. Exactly.
p.m. You're on my mind.
So how you been doing?
I've been good. I've been doing some new things. Kind of excited to talk about a few new things. I feel like we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I have just been certified to be a travel agent.
Really?
Yeah, right?
Congratulations.
Yes. I'm going to applaud
That's what I'm talking about.
Because I'm pretty excited about it for a few reasons, but I love to travel. You know this about me.
Mm-hmm.
And my list of places that I want to go is so long. And so I'm like, how am I going to work and travel?
Mm-hmm.
And my thought process is that I would love to work while I'm traveling.
Right.
So I think COVID helped people in so many ways because people had to start working from home, which was good for some and bad for others. But for me, I was kind of jealous. I can't do my job from home.
Right.
I couldn't do somebody's microbladed eyebrows from home. I mean, I guess I could have invited them over, but like
and
my
you don't want everybody in your house.
Oh my gosh, no! And my dogs would never give anybody a minute's peace. But so I was kind of jealous of people whenever they were at home working, and so I thought about it. I really missed traveling when COVID hit, and I haven't been out of the country since before COVID.
Arms there.
But I haven't been out of the country since COVID, so I am excited about it because I've got a trip out of the country coming up. One,
that's right,
and two, I am excited because I feel as though this is going to give me an opportunity to be able to travel and give you guys some great information, give you some great information. It is on our list of things to do to create a travel section of all of this because,
and eventually a travel channel.
A travel channel would be great because I am that kind of person. I really like to find the diamonds in the rough. I like to find the hidden gems. And I like to find, the local spots. I like to talk to the local people and find out what all the tourists don't know.
Right.
So in my travels, that's kind of been my habit. So I want to do that. And I want to also offer the high-end experiences of the spa because, when we travel, a lot of times when I come home from a very busy vacation, I am exhausted. And I feel like I didn't rest. And then I need a vacation from my vacation. So I'm going to try to set it up in ways that, kind of give you the best of both worlds, but you don't go home like just super exhausted. So I'm excited about that. And it's a lot of training, and I've been super, super busy. And that was one of the reasons that I couldn't make it last week, is because I was being certified and I didn't tell anybody. So
but when you did, you were super excited, and it got me excited.
Yeah.
I was looking online and watching one of the TV news programs, and they are backed up with issuing passports.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 22 million people that are looking for a passport, either looking for it or having it renewed. So now it's being, they're having to take care of that. Another thing is that there is such a onslaught or surge of people that want to leave the country, to travel, and some people want to leave, and some people want to leave.
And you don't want to come back. Yes,
and
I've
they
heard
don't
of
want
that.
to come back or whatever,
Yeah.
but you got to have a passport to get into the next country.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, so it's a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big thing. I suggest everyone, including myself, got to get a passport.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to, because that is just one of those things that you don't need it until you need it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that, have it ready, have it there, have it, in a safety deposit box or wherever you keep it. And yeah, my kids have a passport.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I've had mine. I'm about to have to renew mine. I didn't get as many stamps on it as I wanted to. I've got a Canadian stamp. I went to the Dominican Republic. I went to Germany. I went to Peru. I went to Cancun. I've been some places, but there's so many more.
Well, all the brothers, that the hot spot now for the passport bros is supposed to be Sosua, which is Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Either Sosua is supposed to be the party spot, and then Puerto Plata and those are other places. Brazil is a hot spot for black men.
Really?
It has been since the early 90s.
Okay. Why is that?
Oh, you know why.
Because y'all like yes.
And
those little spicy mamacitas.
But the passport bros, and this is a whole nother topic, a lot of them are going out to find traditional women as opposed to, Western women.
Wait a minute. They're not going to Brazil to find those women.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because this goes a whole down a rabbit hole in the weeds and everything.
Oh.
But the Western women are not as submissive as the foreign women. Now, I think Brazil, when you get into Dominican Republic and Brazil, they're less submissive than, let's say, the Thai women. So if you go to Thailand or Asia, I should say Asia,
Yeah.
Asian women or whatever, they're a little bit even more submissive. So there's a whole passport bros, passport boys. There's a whole YouTube community.
Really?
Oh man, big time. Then you got the Western women that are mad at the passport, calling them dusty and all that, and it's all tied in together. There's a whole, like I said, we'll never run out of content.
I know. People provide us with enough content.
Man,
daily.
Oh my God.
I think to myself daily, I'm like, wow, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
we got to talk about that.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Well, I have a little something for you.
Yes.
I just wanted to kind of get you something that you would think about me every time you would see them. So this is from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
And it's just a little thank you for you having me here and cooking
nice.
for me and having me over here and, inviting me into your space, because that's a big deal. Inviting me into your space. So what those are, when you open them up.
Yeah, that was my next question.
You open them up, and they're little worry stones.
Oh, cool.
You know me, I'm big on, like, the yoni rocks and the smooth surfaces and things like that.
In her previous life, she was in the 60s, and she had, like, one of those things around your head. My tie, what is it? Whatever around your head or
the
whatever.
Tie-dye?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
She was a love child.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had dreadlocks at some point.
Yeah.
I was hugging trees. Like, I'm still probably going to be that person. Like, my future self is such a hippie.
You're a free spirit.
Yeah, for sure. So those are actually, they're healing stones. And if you ever feel stressed or you ever feel worried, like, they have the perfect little indention for like your thumb to go in. So you can just kind of rub that stone. It gives you healing energy, and it also helps, like, you know, kind of, that was you know, fidget spinners today are those things that you can operate with your hands, but that is like a worry stone, and it has actual healing properties to it. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
Look at this, y'all.
I gave you rocks.
Onyx.
So I have one on my neck right now.
Oh, wow.
This one is, and I don't even, I'm terrible. I don't even know which one it is. I want to say it's onyx. But this,
I know the onyx is the black one, I think.
Yes. And the preface behind it is that it is supposed to be an energetic stone that like removes negative energy. So instead of, if I come into contact with negative energy, whether I'm at the gas station or whether somebody, you know, that comes in at work is in a bad mood, like the idea behind this is that the stone is so porous that it can absorb that negative energy before it gets to me. So
Sandy is such a free spirit. I mean, and all this came out because I had an egg, and I don't know if I still have it around or whatever.
Oh, you have to have the yoni egg.
Yeah, and what is yoni egg?
A yoni egg.
What is? I'm gonna let you explain that, because there's a lot of people I didn't know. I still don't know.
So a yoni egg is beneficial for a lot of different ways. I'm not going to tell you every single way because I'm not qualified. Okay, so for women, when we have babies, like, it is no secret where babies come from, and for the most part, they come right out like this, like, you know, little football players. They're just on their way out.
They just shoot themselves on.
Yes, it's like, you know, you just shoot them out like little cannons. Well, what happens is that your pelvic wall muscles, they weaken with every pregnancy because there's a lot of weight on your pelvic wall and that kind of thing. So what happens essentially is that, you know, when a woman like gets older, then the bladder muscles weaken, the pelvic floor weakens, and so you can have pain during intercourse, or you can have like the abyss of intercourse where that you don't feel anything because the baby maker has been shot to hell and back.
Gotta look at the camera on that one.
I mean, it's true, Bryant. Like, what happens is no short of a miracle, but it's also pretty invasive. Wow. So, like, for example, if you asked me to jump on a trampoline right now, I would not be able to do so without wetting myself, probably. This is what happens. And the older you get, like, sneezing becomes an issue. Every time my mom has to sneeze, she like stands there with her legs crossed, and she's like,
there are YouTube videos where they're that's a real thing.
It is a real thing.
I didn't know that.
It is the weakening of the pelvic floor, and it's usually from childbirth. It can also be from women that are just so busy they hold their pee and they just don't go during the day because they're too busy. So all that weakens, and so the yoni egg.
Man, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. You put a yoni egg up in there, and it helps you, like, you're trying to clench all day and hold, probably not the size that you have, but you put one up there and you're clenching to hold the egg in, and it strengthens your pelvic floor. So intercourse is better. You don't have to cross your legs when you pee, and you might be able to jump on a trampoline again.
You know, I'm gonna have all kind of YouTube videos, and we're gonna be checking this out, because this is something I did not know.
No, I mean, well, it's never come up in conversation with us before, and it's not one of those things that typically comes. But we're friends; we can talk about everything.
Yeah, we can. Ain't nobody listening.
Ain't nobody listening. It's just me and you sitting here.
Yeah,
talking.
that's all.
So yeah, yoni eggs, and I just found out about them not too long ago, and I actually found out about them through, oddly enough, like there was a podcast I was listening to, and it's about female health, and so I'm glad women are talking about this kind of stuff now, and we're offering some. It used to be that there were only surgical solutions for that. Wow. And now it is something that, you know, it's controversial, of course. I don't think these eggs are approved by the FDA for this use, but
Oh my God. Government approved.
Yes, exactly. Like it doesn't say FDA approved for this purpose. And there's probably a million warnings about it because people say crystals are so porous and there's infection and all. If you're just a hippie, you don't care.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because we believe we've got herbs to fix all of that. So
that's right.
That is the legend of the yoni egg as I know it. And I'm sure, like, if somebody else has some more options that the yoni egg is used for, I would love for them to explain it in the comment section below.
Please do, because this is new for me. Mm-hmm. I did not know, and thank God that you explained it. Mm-hmm. And now I can take the yoni egg and the onyx and the healing powers and you know, you're gonna be so productive. You're gonna be so like full of good energy. You're not even gonna know why one day is gonna be like those rocks right there. That's what it is. It's those rocks. Look at them. They remind me of the stones in the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
I snap my fingers.
Such a dude. Such a dude. Yes.
And I'm a little corny.
Yeah.
So, no. I'm a little nerdy.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
The plan all along is to make sure that the women don't know who they are, that the women stay disconnected from themselves, that the women think there's something wrong with them. I'm sorry to tell you, that's a complete freaking lie. The women are the source of all life. The women are the source of creation. The women are the source of love. When our women start to realize who they are, that they're literally the source of love in all creation, and when us men start to honor our women and allow them the time that they need to discover themselves and to love themselves and to connect with themselves and to truly know and understand themselves, everything gets fixed. Why? Because the women are the source of all creation.
See, I get all teary. Gosh, that's so powerful. That's so powerful. Like, I try to tell my daughter and my niece how important and how amazing they are as women, as we were created to be.